Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. And don't you know that each cloud contains a penny from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. But be sure that your umbrella is upside down. And trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. 'Cause if you want the things you love, you have got to have showers. And when you hear it thunder, don't you run under that tree. There will be pennies from heaven for you and me. So every time that it rains pennies from heaven. And don't you know that every cloud contains pennies from heaven? 'Cause you'll find your fortune falling, baby, all over town. And be sure that your umbrella is upside down. And trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. Now if you want all of those things you love, you have got to have showers. And when you hear thunder, don't run under a tree. There will be pennies from heaven for you and me.
One, two, three.
We're swinging in the rain, just swinging in the rain. We're delighted to see you
Online once again.
Jazz Night School's Big Bash.
So throw off your mask.
We'll have some fun and let's raise lots of cash. It's the season of rain.
So let's pop some champagne.
Thank God for the music that keeps us all sane. We'll play some 2/5s. Next year we'll meet live. We're swinging, just swinging in the rain.
Welcome to Swinging in the Rain 2021, Jazz Night School's most important fundraiser of the year.
We dressed up.
Our goal for this event is $100,000 because right now, the need and demand for Jazz Night School's vital programs and services are greater than ever. I'm Steve Sutherland.
And I'm Maggie Johnson. We are a Jazz Night School couple. Has anyone taken a wider cross-section of classes
No way.
than us? Steve, a guitarist and ukulelist, has backed the Singing with the Jazz Trio, played in ensembles, taught ukulele, and as an architect, designed the building remodel.
Maggie
A piano player, previously with no jazz chops.
took improv workshop, Cliff's learning to play by ear class, and was in the trad jazz ensemble.
Together, we did the 2/5s class, and now we're having a ton of fun in an online jazz vocal class. It honestly feels like every single class I've taken has changed my life, opening musical horizons, enabling me to play more freely. Also, Jazz Night School has been a lifesaver throughout the pandemic.
For sure.
While some people I know languished, we were hanging out with folks on Jamulus and practicing our butts off.
Tonight, messages you make it happen. Jazz Night School is your community. Your donations, no matter large or small, without you, there would be no Jazz Night School.
So let's review how to donate. On the right-hand side of your screen, simply click the amount you would like to contribute. You can choose one of our recognition levels or customize any amount. The first time you donate, you will be asked for your contact and credit card information. Now, this is important. Before you complete the transaction, check the box labeled "Securely Save Your Card for Next Time." This will make further donations faster and easier. To donate again, hit the page refresh button at the top left of your screen and then select your donation amount. Feel free to donate often.
Just remember, hit that refresh button before each donation.
Also refresh the page to see who has recently given and how close we are to our $100,000 goal. You may also donate by texting JAZZ 2021, all caps, to this number, 44321. That's 44321.
We have a very exciting event for you tonight. Jazz Night School's inspiring instructors and students are, of course, the main feature. But
We'll also be giving away fun prizes. Who doesn't like to win a prize?
me. Oh,
First, we have our registration drawing to win a 10-week Jazz Night School class or combo. This will be announced by our next host, Larry Jones. Then, in honor of the dessert dash, remember
Yum.
that? We are giving away a $100 gift certificate to any bakery of your choice. This will go to the 100th donor. A $250 certificate to the jazz club of your choice will go to the donor who gets us across the 50,000 halfway mark. And a $500 certificate to Alaska Airlines will go to the donor who gets us to our goal of $100,000.
remember, you can donate at any level throughout the evening.
And you can donate more than once.
Blues in Orbit at 5,000 is the highest recognition level.
But don't let that hold you back. All donations are welcome.
We're opening this evening with the one donor already at the $5,000 level.
Can you be the second or third or fourth? If you have already donated, you can easily donate again and bring your donation up to 5,000 Blue Orbit level.
Just remember to hit that pesky refresh button.
Thank you to everyone this evening for your generosity and your faith in Jazz Night School's mission. Remember, you make Jazz Night School happen.
And now, let's get this evening started with a special message from our esteemed founder, Jazz Night School's visionary and executive director, Eric Hansen.
Hello, Jazz Night School family, and thank you for spending this time with us today. You all are such a special and unique community. And thank you to everyone who has supported us over the last 13 years. With your help, we've gone from a small operation in my family's basement to having our own brick and mortar space, to introducing online classes and combos, and to expanding both our community and our impact. As a member of our community, you know how important music is, how important jazz is, and how empowering it is to contribute your voice to a collective. You know how rare and how important Jazz Night School's accessible, supportive learning environment is, and you are the reason we continue to remain committed to celebrating the art of jazz. John Coltrane said, "When you begin to see the possibilities of music, you desire to do something really good for people, to help humanity free itself from its hang-ups." Jazz is intrinsically linked with America, and we know that the enslavement, racism, and prejudice that Black Americans have experienced throughout our history must be recognized in order to truly understand jazz and its origins. Jazz has always been tied to social justice. With no freedom of expression for Black Americans in our society, there was freedom in jazz, both for individual voice and collective rallying cry against oppression. Through our Black Jazz Stories initiative, we are honoring the lives of jazz artists. In our classrooms, we're talking about historical context. Jazz Night School is finding ways to help transform our society. The future. The future is by definition uncertain, but that doesn't stop our dreaming and planning. Jazz Night School has done great things and has big dreams. With the enterprising minds of our staff and board, we are preparing for even greater things to come. Your enthusiasm and commitment to Jazz Night School keep us looking forward. You are Jazz Night School, and we remain committed to you, our community, our family. Part of our future vision includes increased self-sustaining revenues, but for now, tuition covers only half our operating costs. Your donations make Jazz Night School possible. Our goal for this evening is to raise $100,000. We need you to make Jazz Night School a priority. Please donate generously. Our dreams and plans for the future are all about making your experience better. Thank you for helping us get there.
My name is Michael Greer, and I'm the President and CEO of Arts Fund. Our mission is to support the arts through leadership, advocacy, and grant making in order to build a more healthy, equitable, and creative Washington. Prior to the pandemic, arts and culture was a $900 billion industry nationally that employed over 5.2 million people. Throughout the pandemic, Arts Fund has gathered local data to show that organizations have had a 65% decrease in earned revenue and are projecting a 30% decrease in personnel expenses for 2021 versus 2018. And while not captured directly in our data, we do know that the overall impact of COVID has been disproportionately greater on communities of color. In order to ensure a healthy and more equitable future for our sector, Arts Fund works to build capacity and financially support the creative organizations. Jazz Night School makes jazz accessible to a wider part of our community, and Arts Fund feels that it is important to provide access to as many as possible. Representation is important, and the more that people can see themselves in the art around them, the more likely they are to participate and gain the benefits of having arts and culture present in their lives. Arts Fund supports making jazz more accessible to everyone, and we support Jazz Night School in their efforts to engage with all of our community through music. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alex Dugdale. I am a saxophonist and former instructor with the Jazz Night School. I currently teach for Seattle Public Schools and play baritone saxophone in the Seattle Repertory Jazz Orchestra, and I am Earshot Jazz 2020 Artist of the Year. One of the reasons I continue to work for Jazz Night School and Eric Hansen is because of what they do for the community. Being located in Columbia City, it has definitely been part of a positive revitalization and giving back to this fantastic community and paying appropriate respect and tribute to the legacy, the heritage of this unbelievably cultural and significant art form. Their instructors are top-notch, just complete freedom of expression and receiving other people. Jazz Night School to me personally means family. The relationships that I've built with the students and teachers will last forever, and I know that this is a place where everybody feels welcome and loved.
Thank you, Michael and Alex, for your inspiring messages and support for Jazz Night School's mission. They so clearly define the critical impact Jazz Night School is making in our community and beyond. I'm Larry Jones, drummer and an instructor at Jazz Night School. I've dedicated my life to jazz, teaching, and performing are my passions. Nothing is more important to me than helping a musician grow or gain the confidence they need to play and perform with others, and then to witness that sense of enjoyment and excitement on their faces. This is the essence of Jazz Night School. We are at $30,559. All right. And let's see who's been giving. Thank you to Marcy Reed, Jonathan Smith, and Carmi Hull, bass player, great bass player. Remember, you can donate more than once. Just refresh your page to make another donation. If you've given $500, please think about increasing to $1,000. Gift at our $1,000 gift at our milestone recognition level. Or if you've given $25, think about increasing to $50. You make Jazz Night School happen. Every donation counts. And remember, we have prizes for the 100th donor, the donor that gets us to $50,000, and the donor who crosses us over to the $100,000 mark. Now let's see who's the winner of the registration prize. Sue Silverberg? Way. Drum roll, please. Now up next is the Trad Jazz Ensemble, led by Dave Lewis, and a message from our board president, Cindy Goodwin. But to start things off, Let's hear Sambu Sambu from Jovino Santos Neto's Brazilian Ensemble.
Sambo, sambo, now just cansou. Ficou zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Gostar do samba muito mais sei que gemir. Sambo, sambo, now just cansou. Ficou zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Gostar do samba muito mais sei que gemir. Quando viu bater a tamborim, deu que massa verde, tcha tcha tcha. Pra um pouco do estilo está, porque gosta mesmo de sambar. Sambo, sambo, não descansou. Ficou zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Gostar de samba muito mais é que gemir. Zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Gostar de samba muito mais é que gemir. Sambo, sambo, não descansou. Ficou zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Gostar de samba muito mais é que gemir. Quando viu bater a tamborim, Sambo, sambo, no jazz cansou. Ficou zangado quando o dia clareou. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Puxa de samba muito mais do que gemir. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Puxa de samba muito mais do que gemir. Eu nunca vi sambar assim. Puxa de samba muito mais do que gemir.
Jazz is a freewheeling musical conversation, known for improvisation, spontaneity, and call and response. Communicating with fellow musicians is crucial to the success of any soloist performance. Musicians come together, interact with each other in the moment, and support each other to make a new and interesting whole. Jazz by its nature creates community. At Jazz Night School, we value community. We build a more inclusive and socially conscious community by making jazz accessible, teachable, and enjoyable to all people regardless of race, religion, class, culture, age, gender identity, income, or physical ability. And as Herbie Hancock says, it's not exclusive, but inclusive, which is the whole spirit of jazz. Jazz Night School values history. Africans were taken from their homeland into slavery, clinging to their culture through music. This is the origin of jazz. We honor the generations of jazz pioneers who created this uniquely American art form. Martin Luther King Jr. said of jazz, "Much of the power of our freedom movement in the United States has come from this music. It has strengthened us with its sweet rhythms when courage began to fail. It has calmed us with its rich harmonies when spirits were down." Jazz Night School values joy. We're inspired by jazz, even and especially when the forces of life threaten to defeat us. We improvise and collaborate and find joy. We celebrate the vitality and resilience of jazz. As Art Blakey said, jazz washes away the dust of everyday life. At Jazz Night School, we value gratitude. We're grateful for the privilege of being jazz students and appreciate jazz as a precious gift from Black Americans. This year in particular, we're grateful for the opportunities technology has afforded us in staying connected, musically and personally, throughout a global pandemic. And we're grateful for you, our students, our community, and your support. Jazz Night School's in-person and online learning spaces are welcoming to all, and they reflect our core values of community, history, joy, and gratitude. We're improving representation of diverse perspectives in all our offerings. We're creating supplemental resources and the Black Jazz Stories Project on our website to increase awareness of the lived realities of Black Americans who created this music we love. Most people might not understand that in the best of times, only 50% of Jazz Night School's operating costs are covered by tuition, and that we depend upon your donations for the rest. So thank you so much for your generous contribution to Jazz Night School tonight. You're really the ones who make this possible.
Please don't be angry, 'cause I was only teasing you. I wouldn't even let you think of leaving. Don't you know I love you true? Just because I took a look at somebody else, there's no reason you should put poor me on the shelf. Angry, please don't be angry, 'cause I was only teasing Angry, please don't be angry, 'cause I was only teasing you. I wouldn't even let you think of leaving. Don't you know I love you true? Just because I took a look at somebody else, there's no reason you should put poor me on the shelf. Angry, please don't be angry, 'cause I was only teasing you.
Thank you, Jovino and the Brazilian Jazz Ensemble. Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, trad jazz performers. Great job. Hello, I'm Patty French, Jazz Night School's Director of Corporate and Donor Relations. The question of the hour is, why does Jazz Night School need to raise money? Well, the simple answer is tuition fees that do not cover our operating costs. We depend upon fundraising for the balance, and we depend upon you for the funds raised here tonight. So why support Jazz Night School? Well, there's many reasons to donate, but maybe one reason to consider was put clearly by a donor I spoke to recently. She said, I give because I know where my donations are going, and I know my dollars are making a difference in people's lives. Your donations, large and small, truly make a difference and have a direct impact at Jazz Night School. And we want to tell you that the dollars you give here go farther. We have a relatively small operating budget of $500,000, and to put that into perspective, a $5,000 donation is 1% of our budget. Perhaps consider increasing the amount that you've already contributed toward this event and help us reach our goal. Just simply hit that refresh button and donate again. And don't forget, employer matching funds. You'd be surprised how many employers will match all or a portion of what you donate, often with no strings attached. This gift is usually no more than a phone call away. This year to date, matching gifts have increased our revenue by almost $10,000. Speaking of matching gifts, we're excited to announce that we have already reached a giving goal of our now or never $500 level. And to reward this success, several Jazz Night School donors are pledging an additional matching fund for our now or never level. That means from this point on, $500 donations will be matched up to $5,000. If you give $500 now, you'll be doubling your impact. Whatever you give, above all, we hope you view your gift as an investment in all that Jazz Night School values. Your contributions are vitally important because without them, there would simply be no Jazz Night School. You make it happen. On behalf of all of us at Jazz Night School, thank you. Now listen to what some of our students and instructors have to say about why they love and support Jazz Night School.
I think the Jazz Night School has changed lives, literally. It has helped people survive, I think. A lot of people. It is a survival skill. This place is like family, community.
Jazz Night School is a welcoming environment for everybody to share ideals. A lot of different students with different perspectives and everybody open to experimentation.
It's a little community inside of a community, and it provides really a shared experience for anybody who wishes to participate.
There is no other school, no other organization like this, and I feel such a joy among the community here.
Having a space, having incredible people to play with, and being able to communicate in a way that I haven't been able to do in so many years, it's priceless.
You just get addicted to learning, and you have a responsibility to the people you play with to get better. And the teachers and everybody here really cares about you.
Anyone can come and learn here. And I think that's the best thing about Jazz Night School, that it's so open to anyone and that encourages that anyone can learn this craft.
The instructors we have are fantastic at making you feel so welcome. They're obviously great musicians, but being a good teacher is about being able to engage with your students, bringing out the best from them, encouraging them, and giving them the confidence to play at their best.
It's a community you get locked into and you can't get away from it. There's no way that you could quit this. I mean, even if I got a deal to go play with Journey or the Beatles or something like that, I would miss this.
There is not a sense of being judgmental, you know, everybody's supportive of each other. That's really, to me, one of the biggest things, the pluses at Jazz Night School.
Jazz Night School is a pillar of the community here in Seattle and especially Columbia City. I think it's getting more and more known what we do here.
It's an opportunity to learn, it's an opportunity to keep playing, it's an opportunity to become a better person.
We try to make it available for people that can't afford it, but we try not to turn away anybody.
It's through generous donors, it's through other students being able to support Jazz Night School that someone like me is able to also come when otherwise I don't think I would have the resources to play so regularly and in such a great space.
Without support that this school gets from people and community, it would be really hard to sustain this. Your support is what matters and what keeps this school going.
It gives you the opportunity to really hook up with people that you normally don't hook up with in your normal life. That it does wonders. It does wonders for you.
I was 15 years old when my first bout of major depression hit. I nearly died before I was 18. I recovered, but depression followed me throughout most of my adult life, waiting to break through again. It remained like a dust storm hovering far out on the horizon. 4 decades after my first bout, depression gradually crept back in and stole the color from sunsets. I became more and more hopeless, withdrawn, and disconnected, while feeling overwhelmed and incapable. Then I heard about Jazz Night School and thought, why not? Maybe I could learn something. I met with Eric, who didn't make any fun of my piano skill remnants. Soon I started weekly piano lessons with Daniel, a kind, patient teacher. He introduced me to the first jazz tune I learned, Now's the Time. Depression smothers memory and learning, but after several weeks, I could play the tune by heart. I learned new tunes faster, and I gained more confidence. Little by little, my memory improved, and my listening skills sharpened. I even learned step by step how to begin improvising. My teacher suggested I might be ready to play in a beginner combo. So I started the combo. There was no pressure to socialize. I'd forgotten how. Everyone was friendly and supportive. We encouraged each other. Practicing with the combo, I had to listen to the bass, the drums, trading fours, so much listening to others so intently and completely losing myself in the stream of playing along together began to take me out of my tiny world of torment. I continued lessons and combos and eventually recovered from depression. Playing music with others is medicine. Enough of us playing music together is community medicine. Jazz Night School brings people together with music and enables well-being. We need that now more than ever. This school is unique, and it makes an important difference in lives and communities. So please, give what you can. Come play with us. Now's the time.
Thank you, Larry, Alex, Michelle, and Nico. It was a lot of fun playing with you. Thank you so much, Rebecca, and everyone, for your heartfelt and powerful messages. Throughout this evening, there's been a refrain, an echoing of thoughts. Jazz Night School builds community. Jazz Night School is a family. Jazz Night School enriches lives. When you understand what we do here and that tuition doesn't cover everything, you can see why your donations matter so much and why we say thank you so very much. You make this happen. Right now, you have helped us raise $34,787. Thank you. A big thanks to all our donors, including some recent donors, David True, Melissa and Chris Cable, Francia Cousins. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. There's still time to donate. There is still time to increase your earlier donations. There's still time to tell your friends and your family, because this event and your ability to donate to Swingin' in the Rain will carry on until November 1st. You can find tonight's recording on this page and our website very soon. Help us finish the year strong by reaching our $100,000 goal. There is still time to get in on the $500 level match, so please consider a $500 gift. And we have a prize announcement we have our first prize. The 100th donor, who wins a $100 gift card to the bakery of their choice, is Theo Roth. Yay, Theo. Good job. Now, just to remind you, everybody, we also have a $50,000 mark prize, and that's $250 certificate to the jazz club of your choice. So if you're not in Seattle, it can be wherever you are. And that's at $50,000, so we have that yet to go. Everybody can stay tuned for that announcement. And as well, when we make that $100,000 mark, someone is going to win a $500 Alaska Airline voucher. All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming. We hope you enjoyed the evening. Thank you for your donations, and thank you to all of tonight's participants, and especially to our wonderful video team, Playfish Media. We invite you now to have a last dance or a little sing-along with Big Band Blue as we close out our night. Thank you, Jazz Night School family, for all your support.
swinging